inside the mind. Remember, this is a series where I take you through my thoughts, leading a trio into endgame and exactly what I'm thinking. You know, how you get there, what my stakes are, what I think we did well, etc. So this video right here is going to focus more on the early game. Obviously, as we get into endgame, I'm still going to calm what I was thinking and why we did what we did. But I want to focus on these max zone rotates when you're on edge map, right? The majority of edge map positions have some boat somewhere nearby. Okay, so here in this game, we landed Grotto, and zone is all the way at Slurpee, right? So we have two options.
Am I the second one to redeem?
We can either go by land, right? Hit the wind tunnel from Grotto, go by land, and walk our way towards Slurpee and see multiple enemies as we go there, right? Use builds, maybe scuff our mats a little bit, or we could hit the side map rotate around the map and get there safely, normally without being touched. But you see a situation like this, there might be a team that's looting edge map. I don't know why they're there, why they're still there, right? Like zone is moving, I don't know why they're still there. There might be a team just sitting edge map. Normally nobody's really waiting for you. These are my customs, so it could have been stream snipers, it could have been whatever it is. But when you're rotating edge map, you'll normally only run into 1 or 2 teams rather than running into 10 to 15 teams as you rotate through the middle of the map, right? Having to scuff your builds, having to fight, having to get tagged. So right here we get held by a team and they end up leaving. I'm like, all right, this is probably a good team. You know, I didn't say it, I wasn't like thinking it's stream snipers or anything, right? But then we get around this corner here, we're hitting a far rotate, and I see all 3 of them are still sitting there trying to shoot us when zone is all the way in fucking Africa, bro. Zone is literally in Africa, right? And these kids are sitting here trying to shoot us. But let's focus on this rotate. Look at my medkits, right? I have medkits in my inventory. My teammates have medkits in their inventory. And we're also aware of how many campfires there are on the side of the map. So we're grabbing all the extra white heals. White heals are really common, right? As you rotate edge map, there's plenty of chests. Normally you're gonna find extra white heals on edge map. So over here, that's what we do, right? When you're rotating edge map, we pop medkits, we pop the campfires that we see, and it allows you to get in a zone basically without using any mats, right? And even if you do use mats, normally you're using like wood, which you can replenish easily. That way you're still keeping your hard mats, your metal, and your brick. You're keeping most of your shields. The only thing you're using up is that white slot.
Come this way, come this way.
I'm a big fan of edge map boat rotates. That's one of the reasons I qualified for solo FNCS Grand Finals, is avoiding people, knowing that Storm Surge isn't crazy in solos. I was able to just rotate around the edge map without having to worry about really getting some crazy tags, right? You see how we get zone. So by the time we make it in a zone, we're going to be on dead side. Rather than rotating our way, running through the fucking center of the map and ending up where everybody is, we hit the boat rotate that barely anybody's hitting. You know, we have no idea if anyone's hitting a boat rotate. Maybe Shark Team is hitting a boat rotate, but it makes it a free rotate for us, boys. And so these edge map rotates are really good if you land edge of the map and you're able to find some white heals. What's important is when you do this, you need to know where the campfires are just to save yourself those heals. Because in a trio, you can't just hold 3 medkits like you could in a solo, right? In solo, you can hold 3 medkits and tank storm for 300 seconds extra. In trio, if you hold 3 medkits, you can only tank storm for 100 seconds extra because you're going to need 3 of your teammates to pop the medkits. It's a little bit more intensive with trios mode. Notice how we're near land, but I don't want to hit land yet because I want to get to the best spot, which is around that Slurpee side.
I don't know if we need to pop medkits.
I think we'll find out. Is there not a campfire back here anywhere? There isn't.
I think it's like...
I don't think there is.
It's like there. I'm pretty sure there's one.
Might be shrooms here. Yeah, get out here, get out here.
Bandits do good, bandits do good.
Yeah, nice, nice. Hit it before we shroom, hit it before we shroom.
You think? Alright, yeah.
So we see bandage
Alright,
bazooka
boys.
here. Very common that you'll find white heals on this side. Obviously, every side is different when you're rotating that dead side. But normally under this metal, there's normally some sort of white heals and shrooms. So we pause here. Now we're in zone. We're on dead side, and we're full shield. We're able to replenish everything. We're super healthy, and we have max math.
We gotta fight.
The only weakness of these edge map rotates is storm surge.
I have one as well. You have one as well?
So if you're contested off spawn and you're able to kill all the enemies, this is a very viable strategy. If you're not, you need to have some sort of power weapon or some sort of storm surge strategy.
I just want to sit on the bushes. Go for AR tags, I
They have a
think.
heavy sniper.
Remember, these are rotates that you can try, right? Don't be afraid to try them. You know, maybe you die to zone one game or you come out scuff. You'll learn from these. Don't think just by watching my video you're like all of a sudden you're a fucking god at rotating edge map, right? It takes time.
Probably go like sweaty.
Slurpee.
Yeah, that.
They're dropping down. Yo, come here. These kids are dropping down.
So I see these kids dropping down. We need some storm surge tags. I think that everybody in Slurpee is going to be already boxed up. So what I want to do is sneak up on these kids and try to tag them. That way we're above storm surge.
Big risk. Okay. We can fight them. Kinda need
And when it comes to storm surge like this, all you need is a few tags, right? And then you're safe.
Look for the heavy snipe, boy. Careful, though.
Yeah. He's doing the same shit.
Only forward. I think we need to push them like right now. Try and build up here. I'm connecting G. We need a heavy snipe RPG. Never mind.
They're in this cone. He's in a cone, I think.
Okay, alright. I'm heavy snipe. Got a wall? Wait, got me?
27 white. Teammate's far. 20.
One dead.
Nice.
On me. Come.
Right in the top. Their
Get him,
teammate's
I
white.
finished.
There's a teacher skin. It's
My
polarized
finish is
skin,
somewhere
detective
here.
bitch.
On this wall.
She's white. Yo, this guy's white. Okay, I got a guy here. He's gonna die to surge. You guys good?
Yeah, get it. Get
Last
max,
guy's
get
over
max,
here.
get
Last guy's
max,
over here
get
dying to
max,
surge.
Shoot him to down, yeah.
Okay. We need this kill.
Right there, I max heavy snipe the guy in the head. When you knock somebody, there's specific strategies to get more storm surge, right? You can pickaxe somebody 4 times and then max pump them to the head or max damage them to the head, and that's how you get the highest amount of storm surge. So right there, a headshot him in the head. That way for the next storm surge, we're not worried. In trios, the biggest problem is going to be storm surge. Maybe not for trio cash cup. Round 2 will have a lot of storm surge, but for trio FNCS, there will be heavy storm surge. And that's something you guys got to start preparing on from now, because a few months from now, it's going to be difficult for you guys to learn and adapt.
Kids behind us, bandage gunning. Bandage gunning and storm. I think they're on our old bandage gun. They're voting next to me.
You think they're weak?
Like right next to you.
You think they're weak? I don't
Watch
think
me.
we fight this.
I don't want to fight this. I want to get in.
Yeah, just gonna. Oh, they're being weird.
We're good.
Yeah.
Move.
He's looking. Yeah, we need to. Is it only one, bro?
I don't know.
No.
I think it's 2.
I don't see.
I don't think it's 3. I think it's 2 though.
I think it's 2, yeah. That's all Crystal and Rapscallion.
There's a recon expert as well, I think.
Getting shot at somewhere. We just hug these builds. Maybe
Yeah.
get under bridge or something.
I don't know. We just get in
So right
this
here,
fight.
as we're moving in, I'm making sure to refarm everything that I see. You want to have maximum mats as you rotate,
Kids to our left, third,
because by the time you get an end game, every mat matters.
Heavy the bush, no, the metal north.
The brick.
Oh yeah, the metal, the metal, go, the metal.
Which metal?
That metal
Cone?
north. Yeah, the cone.
You ready? 3, 2.
Fuck.
Come to me. I'm just chilling here. Any RPGs off them, guys?
No.
I'm shooting that kid.
I'm getting sprayed.
Stinked him?
Nice. I need a big.
Yeah, I have one left after you. Come here.
I just got fucking beamed. Northeast team.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm good, I have heals.
Alright,
Get
wait,
big
maybe
for
go
us?
Slurpee. Maybe go Slurpee.
No.
Okay.
With pads, I only have one.
I have one.
We can just rotate far east.
Hold up. Yeah, this is pretty far southeast. Come here.
You go now? Or...
These guys are fucking losers, bro.
Yeah, I'm lagging on you.
Hold heavy out.
I just got sniped.
Like, I just got fucking
So the reason I
triple
rotate around this side is because I know there's no enemies,
You're good.
and it cuts off the vision from the two teams that were looking at us.
How good are we on mats? What?
All right, we had the team under bridge, and we had the team that was right in front of me as I was rotating the first time, and they were both looking at us. And we rotate here, and it gives us better eyes. It blocks off the team from the bridge, and we have kind of full vision on dead side.
Come here, cut in.
Right, so the team that was looking at me earlier is now rotating, and I call to cut in and follow them. As they're rotating, they're blocking their right side, and that team that they're blocking off is looking at them and not at us. So we're able to just follow their path, and we ramp them, take height here. You know, better to have high ground, better vision. It's okay to use mats. Don't be afraid to use 200-300 mats, right? That's what we talk about every video. It is trios. Your mats last much longer.
Why?
What's that?
Is that under us? Don't look at them. They're gonna RPG
They're
us.
fucking looking at us, bro. They're trying to make a play.
What the fuck? Yeah, definitely ramp that off.
How many bigs do we have?
One. I have one.
Polarized?
One big three.
Okay, give me one
I can-
treasure.
I have 6 minis.
Here's a mini as well.
I don't like this, bro. Here.
There's so many heavies.
I have 2 rockets. Kashi.
Thank you.
This is laggy as shit.
Guys, not gonna lie, you don't want to peek or not.
I don't really either.
I think we just cone our shit.
Yeah, I'm down. I like that.
Yeah, look here. Me.
You can send an RPG in there. Okay, yeah.
No, that's me, ready?
Yeah, go. Go.
That roof, okay?
That metal far roof.
Okay.
Okay, go. Yeah.
3, 2.
Nothing at the same time.
I have so much ammo.
Right here, we have so much ammo. This team under us starts getting focused. It only makes sense for us to focus them. We got every angle blocked.
Oh, we're gonna pad this.
Yeah, bro. I think.
What'd you say?
Look at it.
We'd die if we pad.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Come here. We're padding right now. You guys ready?
Alright, yeah, I'm down.
All right.
So Polarized says we'll get beamed if we pad. I say no, we're not. Okay, and the reason for that is I call the early pad. That way, teams haven't fully rotated in, and the teams that are in are looking at teams rotating in.
I'm gonna piece control the floor cone here.
I believe that the first team, and it works out, right? It depends on their situation. It's hard to explain when and what, other than like actually learning the game sense. But you can normally tell when a team will beam you or not, right? And so I said, let's be the first team to pad. That way teams aren't ready to beam, right? Most teams are still situating themselves in the new zone when you pad right away. And so I called for the team. They were afraid that, yo, we might die out the air. I called that, yo, if we pad right now, we're not gonna die. And we land, and they all said good call.
Got him. Got this guy up here. Spray, minigun.
Like, knowing when to pad is a skill gap in itself.
Get that. I'm getting it.
You think so? Careful.
Bad angle. Mats? Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that pad.
Alright, go for it.
I'm pretty sharp.
I'm max mats.
Yeah, I saw a pad, and I said, I'm gonna get that pad. It's worth tanking 2 storm ticks, right?
I have a pad now. I have a pad now.
To get a pad, that way you're able to just hold kids later and then pad to zone. It saves you so many mats for that 2 storm ticks.
Yes.
Look for pick. Look for picks out the air. Look.
Now we're essentially max mats going into moving zones, and in trios, like, that's so fucking easy.
I'm looking down. Spatters.
Oh, on us.
Okay.
On us.
Careful. Look for top.
Boston. Got it. Let it go. Come here. Max mats. Oh wait, break that.
Oh my god.
You
You guys good? Drop. I have max mats.
Nice. I'm
low. I'm ultimate low. I'll come up.
Okay, come up.
Can you come up?
RPG. Look, can you hold?
I can drop my heavy. I trash you. I fuck with RPGs, bro.
I might be able to take. Oh, no. I'm not.
I drop my heavy. Okay.
Dropping.
I dropped. I'm with Trashy. We're all together.
So right there we start getting focused by second height. They know we have an RPG. They're gonna fully focus us. So the only way to get them off of us is to drop down below second height and make somebody else second height.
Yeah, we should cut on hill and take it.
Hey, go. Place it.
Out of here.
I'm popping a fake. You guys
Cutting on hill. Come.
I'm landing on hill. I'm landing on tree.
Chill. We don't take it.
I'm high.
Alright, I need a heal. I'm gonna come up.
I dropped. Alright, I'm gonna polarize. Trashy, we're 1 level above you. I have 400 wood.
I have so many mats here. Come.
I'm tarping.
Okay, let me tarp.
200 wood, 130 wood. Looking up.
Here, fall. I'm looking up too.
I have 130 wood.
Give me 3. I have it. Come up. I have.
I have
Let's
7
go.
builds.
So like we said, our game plan was to take height, right? Polarized called there that he had height, and when your teammate calls that you have height, or when a teammate calls to even crank for height, you just fucking go, bro. Doesn't matter what your mats are, you just fucking go.
Stay up.
Right, like even if you're 3 on height with no mats, it's easy to drop down and shit on kids together. Height is just so important, it's huge.
I'm grabbing his loot.
Can you drop down to me and give me some, please?
Here.
I need some. I need minis too. Look down. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hit 115.
3, 2, 1, go.
One more rocket. Dropping. He's on me.
I'm ultimate. I'm staying so high.
Right here, I didn't mean to drop down, but I edited that floor and I ended up in this kid's box.
I'm dead. Kill me in here.
I choked.
How was that of ammo?
0 builds. Grapple.
You have 0 builds.
Watch out, I'm RPG.
When you're dead, your job is to calm for your team.
4 builds.
Mats, heals, etc.
I have more. I'm ramming them.
Rep down.
Take a mini. You have to pop. Pop the mini.
It's 1v2. He's probably taking. Oh no, he's under you.
Yeah.
Boom, just like that we win the game. Main focus of that episode, obviously the Boatates, right? Boatates, when to pad. The free rotate we hit around the side. Boys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Sorry it was a long one, but I had to show that early game. A lot of people struggle with even getting past that early game. That's mid-game, and especially when you're edge zone, it's more simple than you think. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Code Arab in the item shop if you guys do enjoy these videos and you want to support me a little bit more. Appreciate the fuck out of you guys. Peace.
There we go.